What's up, guys? So today I'm going to talk about if the weather affects the services that I do. So a lot of customers just assume that because I work outside that I won't be able to work in the rain, and that's not true. So I'm going to break it down into the three different categories: power washing, window washing, and gutter cleaning. And I'm going to discuss how the weather affects each of these. So the first category is power washing, and with power washing, the biggest issue is actually not the rain, it's the temperature. So if it's under 40 degrees, you cannot power wash safely because it's going to damage the pumps of the power washer. But when it comes to the rain, it's actually perfectly fine. The power washer works very well in the rain. And actually, if I'm using bleach, I don't always use it, but when I do, the rain actually helps because it's going to water down the plants before and after, which prevents the bleach from doing any damage to the plants. So if that's done for me, it's just less work for me. So it actually helps in that instance. So really the only issue with power washing is the temperature. So the next service is washing windows, and this is the only one that cannot be done in the rain at all. Even if it's misting, I need the microfiber cloths to be dry in order to wash the windows properly. So that's not going to work. Other than that, it needs to be above 32 so that the water doesn't freeze when I put it on the window. Those are the only two conditions that make it like impossible to do the windows. There's a couple others that make it difficult. The main one is if it's really hot and dry, the water and soap is going to dry up very quickly on the window. But that can be mitigated. So I wet the window always with like a wet foam squeegee. And then if it's really hot and dry, I just put the wet foam squeegee and then the rubber squeegee right behind it. So it wets and then dries like immediately. So it's not a huge issue if I have to do that. But those are really the only conditions that matter for window washing. So the last category is gutter cleaning, and this is the one that's least affected by the weather. So the rain is perfectly fine to gutter clean in, and the temperature doesn't matter too much, but the only exception is if the debris inside of the gutter is frozen. That's going to cause a problem. This doesn't really happen at a specific temperature because the way that the sun affects the gutters really affect it. So there's some houses that when I've been cleaning them, like half of the stuff in the gutter is frozen and the other half's not. So that's really the only condition that makes it like very difficult to impossible to clean the gutters.